In there. Hi, everyone. We're just getting our final logistics set up here. Excellent. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us here today for our MS in Innovation and Management webinar. We really appreciate your taking the time out of your day to learn more about this exciting new program. We have a great diverse group of prospective students that signed on to participate today, people who are Tufts University students, students at other universities, as well as international students. So we welcome everybody. I think the population of people who've registered for this session is really reflective of the type of student population we expect in this program to really be diverse and representative of people from all different backgrounds and experiences. My name is Nancy Bushko. I'm the Associate Director here at Tufts Gordon Institute. I oversee marketing and admissions as well as alumni and corporate relations. And let my colleagues Mark and Carla introduce themselves.
Sure. Hi, I'm Mark Rinaldi. I'm the Associate Dean and Executive Director of the Tufts Gordon Institute.
And I'm Carla Eberly, and I work closely with Nancy on all the admissions and marketing for our 2 graduate programs that we offer here. So welcome.
Thank you. So what we're going to do in about the next 30 minutes or so is give you an overview of some of the career path and graduate school options for people with STEM undergraduate degrees. Then we'll dive a little bit deeper and give you some specific information about the MSIM program itself. And then Carla will wrap up talking about admissions information and ways that, if you're interested, you can learn even more. And we will take questions. Please be sure to use the chat box feature to type any questions that you have at any point throughout the session, and we'll try when possible to incorporate answers to those questions as we move through. If not, we'll save time at the end for a Q&A. So I think with that said, I'll turn it over now to Mark Rinaldi, who will give you some background information on Tufts and the program. Mark?
Welcome, everyone. Thrilled to be here today, and thank you for your interest in the Gordon Institute, Tufts University, and this new degree program. So real quickly, you'd be coming to Tufts if you choose to come to this program. Tufts is one of the world's most prestigious universities. It's actually ranked number 27 by U.S. World News Report. It is a preeminent research-based institution, which means that we've got tens of millions, I think last year over $60 million in research funded across the university. And the size of the school is one such that it's big enough that we do things exceptionally well here, but small enough where there are very tight relationships between the faculty and the students, offering you a chance to actually understand witness what the research is occurring on campus, and working closely with your faculty. And we've got an exceptionally strong alumni group throughout the U.S. and throughout the world. Additionally, our engineering and STEM programs are one of the real assets here at Tufts, and it's wrapped inside of a very strong liberal arts institution. So Tufts is in Boston, Medford, Massachusetts, literally one of the great college towns around the world. Over 250,000 students are enrolled currently, over 100 different colleges, and it's an outstanding place not only to be a student, but a young adult and to start your career. Over the last 10 years has been over $5 billion invested in the high-tech startup space. So if you're looking for a great place to live, great place to work, Boston certainly should be your top choice. The Gordon Institute, so the program, the school that is running this program has been around for 30 plus years, and we've got a long history here at Tufts of running a number of programs. Our flagship program has been a Master's of Science in Engineering Management. We've been teaching for 30 years. We also run a number of programs. The second largest minor on campus here at Tufts is our entrepreneurship program. Over 550 students every year are going through that program learning about entrepreneurship. We also run an engineering management minor for our engineering students here on campus, which is providing leadership skills, marketing, finance skills. So this new degree that we're pulling together, focused on young working professionals and recent graduates in the STEM space, is really pulling on decades of experience of teaching this material, either at the more senior graduate level in the MSEM program and at the undergraduate level, and we're blending this together to a unique mix. Again, speaking to the MSEM program that we've been running for 30 plus years, the track record of success is very clear. The alumni love this program. In fact, during the course of students taking this program, our track record is that over 45% of enrolled students are promoted while they're in the program. That program currently is a part-time program for working professionals. Again, the results show that well over 90% of students who are attending this program and take the program feel this had a huge impact on their careers. In coming to the Gordon Institute, you'd be introduced to a mix of students. Currently, there are over 150 students enrolled in this program with over 800 alumni locally. This gives you a quick sense of the types of companies that are represented in the classroom today and through our alumni list. GE Energy's EMC Corporation, Honeywell's, Hewlett-Packard's, as well as a number of startup entities as well. So strong list of current students and alumni that you'll be joining. So that's the program, a quick description of Tufts and what you'll be joining of the institution. So let's talk about the situation you're in today. You're a recent STEM graduate, and you're trying to figure out what's next in your life. Well, it turns out you made a good choice. By choosing to study in the STEM fields, you are one of a select few, about 17 million STEM jobs today, representing about 13% of all jobs in the U.S. Earnings potential for given what you've studied currently, puts you at almost 2 times compared to the national average, and the field that you're in is expanding at the fastest pace of any other field in the country, with 9 million jobs expected to grow over the next 10 years. So good choice of applying your intelligence and working hard undergraduate. So now the question is, what are you going to do with this? So what we've learned and what is kind of well understood is that many of these STEM programs, the ones that you've been participating in, are pushing very deep, teaching you how to think, giving you great technical skills. But some of the skills necessary to succeed once you leave the academic environment are many of the soft skills that are not actually taught in the classroom. And this is actually kind of a challenge that companies are facing and entrepreneurs are facing when they move from an undergraduate experience into the workforce. So looking at places like the Washington Post and the Economist are well aware of this issue, and is personally having started 4 companies over the last 25 years and having hired thousands of engineers, I've witnessed this throughout my career. Some of the best and brightest that you bring in are missing some of the skills around appreciating finance, product management, leadership, marketing, many of the skills necessary to help lead projects. And that's exactly what we're looking to do with this program, is to arm you with those skills that will give you immediate career impact, either as you're joining an existing organization or choosing to start a business of your own. So this slide talks a little bit to what we call kind of the plate here. So underlying the plate is you. You've got your technology background, your experience, critical skills, and necessary for a career. But what you're going to do with that is really your next question. And so looking at where you can apply that, you can be taking your skills and moving into product management functions, research functions, sales functions, product marketing, go into legal, operations manufacturing. All of these are the new challenges in your career. And the center of all of this is the customer. And so appreciating what is your unique value proposition, what are you doing vis-a-vis your competitors. These are the types of skills that this program is designed to offer and give you a sense of empowerment as you move into your career. So of course you have educational choices. Given where you are today, really there have been 3 classic choices, or I'd even put a 4th up here, which is I call the do-nothing strategy. But you have a choice of getting more technical, perhaps pursuing an MS or a PhD in your area of technical expertise. And that's got obvious career paths and moving deeper in the technical side of companies. You could also go for an MBA, which is a very broadening degree. Typical MBA candidates coming out of degree holders come out to either go into finance, consulting, or product management. Really, that's not the field that we're seeking to push our graduates into. This program is designed to take you as a STEM undergraduate or STEM young professional and give you the skills to be a leader in a technology-enabled company. Thinking more about the C-suite, moving towards the CIO-type positions, product management positions, or into, obviously, into chief executive or founder positions. And your 4th choice is the do-nothing strategy, which is to take your skills and go learn on the job. And we think that the alternative here of what we're going to give you in an intensive 1-year program is an opportunity to accelerate your career and move faster up the chain or give you the power, empower you to start your own business. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Nancy, and thank you for your time.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mark. That was a good segue to what I would like to focus on now in the next few minutes, and that really is to dive a little bit deeper into how our new one-year MS in Innovation and Management can really help you to fill those skill gaps, those knowledge gaps that Mark spoke about, and really prepare you for that early career acceleration. And we sort of, we use this tagline, 5-year plan meet 1-year jumpstart, because we believe that in a 1-year intensive experience, not only is it going to help you early in your career, but what happens earlier in your career can really set your trajectory for the long term. So filling that knowledge gap, getting the skill set, that non-technical skill set, really broadening your awareness of business and leadership can really set you on a long-term path toward a successful career. So let's talk a little bit about some of the highlights, some of the key features of the MSIM program. First, again, it's 2 semesters of academic coursework that you'll do, a fall semester and a spring semester, and you will follow that up with a summer-long capstone leadership project, really to put into practice, into play in an internship or an actual full-time job what you've learned in the classroom. When you're in this program, you are not learning from people who have spent their entire careers in academia. You are learning from industry leaders, technology leaders, people who've been there, who've done it, who have the stories, who have the real-world experience that you can learn from. And that's a real differentiator that we want to make sure people understand when they're considering a program like this, which is really preparing you for success in industry. Learning from people who have been there is a vital component to that. In addition, unlike most graduate programs you would find anywhere, unlike most MBA programs, we have an extremely unique and powerful leadership development program that really, as Mark said, we've been doing leadership development for tech professionals for over 30 years. And a lot of that leadership development program that we've developed from our MS-EM program is being transferred and transitioned into this program, which is designed for younger graduates. So it's not just about reading about what leadership means in a book or reading case studies. It's actually practicing those tools and techniques. It's being videotaped. It's giving speeches. It's learning and actually practicing teamwork and team building skills. So it's really making all of that intellectual learning that you're doing actionable by really forcing you out of your comfort zone and really having to apply those leadership skills that you're learning. And really significantly, again, because we're trying to prepare you for early and long-term success as an industry leader, you're going to have, through the curriculum here, a very critical capstone leadership experience, which again can be an internship that you will do over 3 months, or actually you will secure a job after your spring semester and actually while you're working complete a capstone leadership project for that company. Those experiences build your resume. So on top of internships you might have had while you're an undergrad, you're continuing. When you leave here, you'll have an MS credential from a well-recognized and renowned university along with additional work experience, which really makes you a very appealing candidate for many jobs and many industry sectors. So a little bit more about the curriculum itself. So what are some of the key aspects of the curriculum, if I can give you a little bit more insight into that. The first semester experience is what we call an innovation immersion. And what that consists of is a series of 4 courses. So these are the courses that you would actually take in your first semester of study here in the MSIM program. And these 4 courses, you're taking them in an integrated fashion. So the semester revolves around a project that you will be doing with several other of your classmates. And your team is going to be assigned a big task, and that task is to develop a new product. All the way from ideation, what is your idea? What does it look like for a new product? All the way through development of that product, prototyping of that product, You will be working on that throughout the course of the entire first semester. So how do you have the knowledge and skills to do that? Well, while you're working on that project, you're taking a course in new product development and marketing. You are learning about best practices in new product development. You are learning about finance and accounting. How do you build the financial case for your new product? You're, again, building those leadership skills. You have this intact team that is working together. So you're practicing those team building skills, those leadership skills as part of that intact team. And in addition, you're learning about communication. How do you communicate in business? How do you effectively explain your ideas, sell your ideas, be prepared to pitch it to a venture capitalist or even internally within an organization? That integrated experience, very powerful, transformational, holistic, and applied, so that you're learning theory, you're learning case studies, you're reading books, but you're actually applying all of that learning into a real-world experience of actually developing a new product. And then from the second semester, you're really going up a little bit. You're sort of taking that 30,000-foot view. It's not just enough to know about finance and marketing and leadership and business communications and new product development, but how does a company decide what its technology strategy looks like, what products it should invest in, what the portfolio of products should look like? And that requires a whole different set of knowledge and skills that you will get through this series of 3 courses that you take in the spring semester. And so, again, you'll be taking innovation and tech strategy, really understanding technology road mapping, portfolio development within the tech space. And then you're going to be taking 2 courses really focused a lot on data analysis. And why that's important today, I think most people probably from where you're sitting can understand that. No matter what type of tech company you work in, understanding how to collect data, analyze data, interpret data to drive business decision-making and set strategies for how a company can innovate and commercialize new technologies is vital. And that will be what you'll get in your second semester of classwork. And then another important aspect of the curriculum is the fact that you can specialize your learning. So not everybody who's going to come into this program has the same career end goal. Some people may want to be intrapreneurial and work and be a leader within an existing corporation. Others may want to start their own business or work in a startup environment. And so, and others may want to go more in depth, like Mark was talking about, you know, do I go for the MS or PhD, or is there a way potentially to customize my study here, gain more in-depth knowledge in a specific technical discipline? And that's what you do through the specialty track. So at a minimum, you can take 2 elective courses in any one of these 3 tracks: entrepreneurship, operations management, or technical depth. And in fact, if you decide you'd like to stay on for a 3rd semester here with us at Tufts, which is an option in this program, you could take even more courses in your specialty track. So this is really a way to tailor, to customize the program to fit your specific career interest. And that's also a good thing for people to know when they're coming in, that it's not one career track that this program sets you up for. And just to say a few more remarks about the Capstone Leadership Project. This again will be after you finish your coursework, so after the spring semester is over, sometime in early to mid-May, you will begin this Capstone Leadership Project, and you will have a faculty advisor who will be a mentor that will work with you to help carve out what this project will look like. And again, there are several different options in terms of how this project might be completed. We will work with you and help you find an internship, a company in which you can conduct this project. Or potentially you'll get your resume out there and land a job, as I said earlier, and then you will work with your employer to carve out a 3-month project that you can do for that organization as part of your full-time employment. Or thirdly, we may be working with you to help identify research that's going on within Tufts University that they would like to have a master's student working on that has the business and the leadership skills to help commercialize that technology. So there are a number of different paths that Capstone Leadership Project can take. and the faculty here will be committed, will work with you to identify which of those options is the best for your particular situation. And embedded throughout the 1 year of study that you will have here, it's great to have all the coursework and the practical experience through a real-world project, but you also have to develop those sort of job searching skills and those career building skills. So throughout the 2 semesters that you're here, there will be several different career workshops that will feature guest speakers who are technology and industry leaders who will come in and talk about, how do you develop yourself, your own individual brand? What are the strategies that you might want to take to really get that first job that you want, or to take that next step in your career? And really, how do you position yourself for further career advancement? Because we'll have people in this program, some people who will be coming right out of their undergraduate degree, will have graduated in May and start this program in September. Other people may have 1 or 2 years of work experience and come back for this degree. So it's really, in all of those instances, how do you continue to build your brand? How do you continue to think strategically about your own career and what steps you can take to get you to where you want to go? So I think in a nutshell, hopefully that's given you a little bit more insight. I think one final thing I wanted to show here, just to point out, is that while you're a student in the MSIM program at Tufts Gordon Institute, you are a Tufts University student, and you have access to all the services and privileges that every Tufts student has, and that includes access to the Career Services Office at Tufts, which helps provide many internship opportunities for students. There's an online jobs board, and also career fairs that are held several times throughout the year where companies come on campus to recruit Tufts students. So all of those resources will be available to you that will supplement some of the work that we do here at the Gordon Institute to really position you for that first job out of the program. So I think with that, I'm going to turn it over now to my colleague Carla, who will talk a little bit more about how you apply, what we're looking for, and how you can learn more about the program.
Excellent. Thanks, Nancy. So one thing I wanted to mention that Nancy highlighted is the fact that the students that you will be in class with is a differentiator of the program. Because you're going through the program as a cohort, so the first 2 semesters you're in class with the same group of students, and these are individuals who have STEM backgrounds or strong quantitative skills. So as you can see on the slide, these are the types of individuals that this program is geared towards, so folks potentially with an economics background who have a strong interest in technology could also be a fit. One other thing I did want to bring up was someone did have a question on the webinar about how many people were on the group teams for the new product development course. And typically those teams would have 3 to 4 students per team working on the project. In addition, in terms of the pieces of what you need to be able to apply, we have very detailed application instructions on our website, so I encourage you to take a peek at those. And also at any point, if you have questions about whether the degree is the right fit or what types of career opportunities it might afford you, I encourage you to reach out, and we're more than happy to schedule a Skype call with you or meet with you in person if you're in the area. The main things we're looking for in terms of the application is there's an online application portal, you upload a resume, 2 letters of recommendation. Those can be academic from professors if you're still completing your undergraduate degree, and or professional if you are out in the workforce at this point. We are requiring the GRE or the GMAT for this program, so that's one thing to start to plan ahead if you are considering applying. In addition, if you're an international student, we do require the TOEFL or the IELTS. The minimum score on the TOEFL is 100 and the IELTS is 7. But if you have questions about any of these requirements, again, I do encourage you to reach out to us, and we're more than happy to talk with you if you feel like you're on the border of any of those statistics. And then lastly, if you are in the area, we're having a launch event on December 2nd at Tamper Cafe here in Medford. So I encourage you to RSVP for that. We'll have drinks and appetizers. And we'll also have 4 recent alum of our MSEM program to sort of talk about their career path in technology, as well as their decision to go back to grad school and get more of a specialty degree versus an MBA or an MS. If you're not in the area, again, we're more than happy to talk with you over Skype or over the phone. And the first application deadline is January 15th. So there is time to apply for fall 2016, and we hope to connect with you further. So at this stage, I can see if there's other additional questions. I think if you want to reach out to us, we recognize that we're coming up on the half hour, so I will put up all of our email addresses, and we just want to thank you for taking the time to join us. There's a few other questions that have come in. So the class size that we're looking to enroll is anywhere from around 15 to 25 students for this first enrollment. We're looking for really high quality applicants for this initial launch year. Because of that, I think the benefit is we'll be working very closely with you, the faculty, and the director of the program to ensure you have a really positive experience and that you land a quality internship or job while you're in the program or immediately upon graduating. So that placement in the first incoming class is going to be extremely important to us. In terms of how old the program is, so this is a brand new degree that has been created, as Mark mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, specifically because we feel there is a need and a gap that isn't being served for this group of individuals, STEM graduates who have really strong technical backgrounds but don't necessarily have the business, the leadership, the communication skills that they need to be really effective in the workplace. But we have been teaching the graduate program, the equivalent of this, the MS in Engineering Management, for over 30 years and have a really strong track record. In terms of whether it's lecture-based, so each class will have a different faculty member and a different syllabus, and each of those is a little bit unique. The majority of classes will be lecture. However, our students in our MSEM program, and in addition to this program, there's a lot more case study discussion, breakout work, classroom discussion that takes place that's really interactive and hands-on. Each syllabus will have different deliverables. So some may be a traditional test, some may be a final presentation, a team presentation, while some may be getting up and giving a speech and being videotaped. So every class is a little bit unique. All of our programs are meant to be much more pragmatic and giving you tools that you can apply immediately upon graduating in the workplace. So with that, I want to thank you again for your time and for coming today and joining us online, and we hope to hear from you shortly in the future. So thanks so much.